A very warm welcome to you all to the one-on-one set. In the studio tonight, we have with us Shakshee Prayag. She is a young author and has recently published a book titled Whispers of Hope. And tonight, during this episode of One-on-One, Shakshee is going to share with us more about her passion for writing and her new book. Shakshee, thank you so much for joining us in the studio of the NBC tonight.
Thank you very much, Koyal. It's my pleasure to be here today.
Shakshee, so you recently published a book titled The Whispers of Hope. Of course, we are going to talk about that book in more details later on. But first of all, share with us how did you actually develop this interest for writing? Has it always been a hobby of yours?
Yes, so I would say that let's go back to when I was a child. I have always liked reading, writing in different languages as well. But then when I moved to college and the university, I was mostly in the science field. So then the only writing I did was at night. I used to have a diary. I still have one where every night I used to write in my diary, dear diary, this and that happened today. And writing has always been a therapy for me. It has always helped me to pen down my emotions, my feelings, and whatever thoughts I'm having. So, yes, I have been writing since I was a child, and it is one of my greatest hobbies.
And now you've published your book, which is titled The Whispers of Hope, and it is deeply rooted in your personal experiences, right? So, what was the turning point that made you, decide to now write a book from, being a girl who used to just journal as hobby?
Yes, so for that, I would say that it has always been my dream to write a book. I am very passionate about reading books as well. So I always had this dream of mine that maybe when I would be 50 or 60 years old, then I would write a book about, all the life experiences I have had. But then this year I realized that why don't I do a part one instead of maybe one day be 50 and then share everything? Maybe I can just share some of these experiences that I've had for the first 20 years of my life. And so that's why I decided to write this book. And it is a very personal book for me because I knew that I wanted to share something with the world. And it just felt right with me to write this book at this time and to share something. Maybe someone can be going through a similar situation and they don't know what to do. Perhaps something in the book can help them. So that's why I have decided to write this book.
Definitely, there's a lot of positive thoughts, that you talk about in your book. And share with us, when did you actually decide to start writing about that book, and when did you publish it?
Yes, so actually, I would say that it was an idea I got in a day. It was a day I woke up and I was searching on YouTube, how to make some personalized diaries. And then I just got the idea that why don't I write a book? And that same day, when I got that idea, and then I started the same day. I did not think twice because there is something I really believe in. It was something that Rick Rubin said. He said that ideas are meant to come to life. The medium was just me. The idea of the book was meant to arrive at this point. And if I had not acted on it, then maybe somebody else would have. So I devoted maybe 1 hour every single day since February to April. And then in April, the book was ready. And then I published it.
But was it a hectic process, to write, to complete this book in such a short period of time?
No, it was not because for me, it was a very personal experience and I've loved every moment of it. I am not a great author. I have never been in that field itself. But I knew that I wanted to write and it was very genuine to me. So then what I did was that I devoted, like I told you, 1 hour to it every single day. And the content I wrote, it maybe in like 3 weeks itself, because the idea started coming one by one, one by one. It was not very difficult for me, but I did learn many things in the process. For example, I just had the idea, and I don't know anything about how to market a book, how to
Yeah.
upload a manuscript, how to publish, how to do everything, to do the cover, and to do the formatting. But since I knew that I wanted to do that, I decided I would just write the content before, and then once the content was ready, then I figured everything one by one. So it was, I would say, a very humbling experience for me, and I've loved writing the book.
Definitely, writing a book is the first step,
Mm-hmm.
And after that, there are different steps that come into publishing, marketing, and everything. And also, the title of your book, Whispers of Hope, is very interesting, and it suggests the theme of vulnerability as well as softness. So, why did you choose to focus on this concept?
These words are very personal to me. Vulnerability and softness have always seen as a weakness in people. While growing up, I have always been a very soft, open-hearted person. I've loved, to share things with people. But then when I went into the real world, I've noticed that people always used to say that, soft people don't get the opportunity that they need, or that people can work all over them. And then I realized, I started questioning myself, uh, is being gentle a weakness? But on the contrary, I've realized that no, it's not. It is actually a strength to be able to be yourself in a world that constantly tells you you have to fit this box, you have to fit that box, to be able to be genuine with yourself, to be able to share with others what you feel, despite how they are going to take it. That is a very big strength on itself, because nowadays we see everybody, they are putting a mask, they are trying, to hide their true selves. But that's not being strong, I would say. That is your hiding behind a shadow because you're scared to put your true self out there. So that's why I have selected these words especially, because I would say that to be able to be yourself, that's a big strength in itself.
So true, so beautifully explained as well. And Sakshi, do you feel that in the process of writing that book, you've discovered the parts of yourself as well?
Yes, like I told you, it was a very humbling experience for me as well. It was like a therapy because I had to go back and relive many experiences that I've faced in the past. And there were some parts of me that, I was avoiding. But through this book, I have decided I had to face them all. So it was like a therapy for me. I had to uncover many layers of myself. Yes.
And like you said, you write about self-awareness
Mhm.
in a world that is truly fast-paced, you can say. So what, according to you, are the biggest distractions that keep young people from discovering themselves?
Yeah, that's a very important topic, I would say, especially for a young person like myself. The biggest distraction nowadays are our mobile phones and social media. And the biggest problem that young people are facing nowadays are the comparison through social media. We tend to look at social media and we feel like, everybody is doing better than me. That person is achieving this, that person is achieving that. What am I doing?
But it's an illusion sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes, because on social media, people don't put their sad times. They don't put the times where they are crying, where they are struggling. They are just putting some highlights of their life. And when we tend to compare that with ourselves, then it's like we become an enemy to ourselves. That is the first problem that young people are facing nowadays. And the second thing I would say is that busyness also is something that is helping people not reach their true potential, because today you're measured against what you can achieve by your accomplishments. So people want to do everything all at once. They want to do this, they or that. They don't even have time for themselves to sit down with their thoughts and process those. So to be able to be self-aware in today's world and to sit down is actually a rebellious act, I would say, because people don't do that nowadays. And this is something that we should really learn to tackle.
You also talk about emotional intelligence, and it plays an important role in your writing. So, what are some everyday practices that you actually suggest to practice in everyday life?
Yes, I would take my example itself. I practice something called the 20-20-20 rule. It was recommended by an author called Robin Sharma in his book called 5 a.m. So he suggested that every single day before you start the day, you have to take 1 hour for yourself to work on yourself, to fill your cup first. So what he suggests is that you do 20 minutes of exercise, then 20 minutes of meditation, and then 20 minutes you can either read, learn something new, or you can journal. So these are some practices that I do which really help me. And I also like to play the music. So these things have really helped me to, as I told you, to regulate my nervous system. And I would suggest everybody to at least 5 minutes a day to just sit down without your phone and just close your eyes and just sit with your thoughts. It is a very uncomfortable practice, but that's what will make you self-aware and will take you very far in life.
True. And another theme that you've evoked in your book is manifestation. Talk to us about it. Do you believe in manifestation?
Yes, I do believe in manifestation, and I do believe that you have the power to accomplish everything that you have set your mind into. So I have always believed like in doing things, but you also have to take action. For example, if you have an idea and you want to do something, yes, it will happen, but at least you have to take the first step. Otherwise, nothing will happen. And yeah, I definitely believe in manifestation, and I also believe that sometimes you do have plans. You think that this is what I want to do, but then sometimes it does not happen because life is very unexpected. So then we should also keep an open mind because maybe God has some bigger plan that we can plan for ourselves. We can only see this distance, but God can see the greatest path. So for me itself, you will see many examples in the book where I thought I wanted to do one thing. I had planned this whole journey of mine, but then life had a different
Pathway.
path for me. So yes, but I've always believed in keeping an open mind and always be open to different types of opportunities.
And how is your book structured? Is it actually, do you take the readers through a journey, or is it more than a reflective guide?
This book is more like a journey. It's not like a how-to manual. It's more like a friend is sitting down with you and she is telling you what has helped her healed herself, what has helped her navigate. So I am very passionate about quotes. In my diaries, in my phone, you will see many quotes in that. First of all, I had decided to do just a quote book, but then I decided to put some reflective exercises and some personal stories. So you will see at the beginning of every chapter, maybe there is a quote, and then there is a reflective exercise that you will see will make you think a bit.
Yes.
Yes. So these reflective exercises, personally, I have experienced them in real lives. That's why I have put them in this book. And as you go along, you will find some of my personal stories in that have helped me. And there are also many toolkits that have helped me navigate my day-to-day life. And there are some of my daily routines, daily practices that I have do. So basically, it is just a book that you can come at any time. It's not like you have to read it all at once. It's something that you come again and again when, for example, maybe you're struggling in one part of your life and tomorrow you need something else. So you can always use it.
I was actually coming to that. How did you forge the reflective questions? Did you do research on it? How did you come up with those questions?
Yes, so I would say that I have always loved self-development books, books that talk about the body, the mind, the soul. I am very passionate about those things, and I listen to countless of podcasts as well. And those things, those books, and those podcasts, they have really shaped me into the person that I am today. So I have practiced many things. Just as I told you sometime before, I used the 20-20-20 principle, which was given by Robin Sharma. So these are some of the practices that I do. And there are some reflective exercises that I've had to learn by myself, which have really helped me. And maybe it can help someone, maybe put things into like a small perspective, a different perspective. So yes, so some I have done research and some I have made by myself. But in all, you will see that these are all the exercises that have helped me.
Wonderful. And Sakshi often said that we should not judge a book by its cover, but there's a lot of hard work that goes in making cover, the thought behind it. So talk to us about the cover of your book. What was the main idea behind it?
As you can see, this is the book. It's called Whispers of Hope. And as you can see, there is a feather here. So the feather represents lightness, and even the color. The color is very light. I just wanted to make something very light that people can feel very calm after seeing that. So that's why I designed the cover this way.
And it's been a couple of months since you've published your book. So share with us some of the feedback that you've got from your audience.
So the responses have been very overwhelming. I want to add something to that before coming to young people. The first person who read my book was my mother, and it was a very different experience for me because it's the first time that my mother was reading about my life. She was aware about some experiences that I went through, but there was some that she was not aware, and she was very happy about it, and it made me realize that maybe something simple like that is very meaningful. Now coming back to young people, I have received many messages. People have messaged me through LinkedIn. Since the book is also available in Amazon International, so I've got people from abroad as well. They have messaged me how the book helped them feel like a little bit more alone, less alone, and as well that these tips have helped them, some were navigating exams situation, while some just said that it helped to declutter some thoughts that they had in their head. So the responses that I get were very positive, and I did not expect that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what is one takeaway you hope every reader walks away with after reading your book?
For that, I would tell them is that you can be both a masterpiece and a work in progress. You don't have to figure everything out today. And the fact that you're here, even though if you don't know your purpose right now, what you're meant to do here, maybe you are lost, that's still fine. And you don't have to do everything at once. You don't have to see this person is doing that or that person is doing that, because at the end of the day, everybody's journey is different. So I just want to tell them that whatever they are feeling, it's fine, and you're allowed to take up space in this world.
We are actually drawing towards the end of this episode, but before that, Sakshi, do you actually intend to write a second book soon? Maybe not with the same themes, but in a different one?
Yes, I do have the intention of writing a next book. I don't know when is it going to be. I actually have planned maybe after 20 years now I'm going to write a book on the other phase of my life that I will be facing. And but before that, I don't know. Maybe I will just get an idea one day and then I will start writing before that. So yes, I do have the intention of writing another book.
And finally, what is your message to the young audience who is watching you right now and who hope maybe to find their voice in the chaotic world?
Yes, I would tell them to just start. There is never going to be the right time. You can say that maybe I will start tomorrow, I will start when I have enough resources, when I have enough knowledge about this topic, I will start. But the right time never comes. So you just have to make the thing exist first and then you can perfect it later. You can take my example. Um, I was never an author, I never knew how to do all these things, but I just had the intention that I wanted to write. So even when I was founding my NGO called Faith, I did not have any background on how to manage a non-profit organization or how to do all these things all managed. But I knew that I had the intention and there was something that I wanted to put out there to share with the world. So I would tell them to just start and you will figure the rest along the way. And there is also a message that I want to pass is that through this platform, I want to take the opportunity to tell that all the young people who want to join my NGO, they can join the platform or who want to reach out to me. We do a lot of voluntary work, a lot of community service, and you don't have to change the world. The world is very big. You will never be able to change the world. The only work that you can actually do is you can change yourself, you can work on yourself, and then you can help the people around you. And that's how our country will make a little bit more, it will become a safe place to live, and we will make a little bit more progress together.
Thank you, Sakshi, for the wise words. It was a delight to have you on the set tonight and learn more about your wonderful book, and I hope your journey has inspired others as well.
Thank you very much.
Dear viewers, we have now come to the end of this episode. Thank you for your time. We hope to catch you next week at the same time, same channel. Have a great evening.